So I was wondering, is it possible to write a song using AI?
Hello?
Chat GPT and all these AI tools are all the rage right now. It got me wondering, if they're so smart, could they be creative? Could I use AI as a means of creative inspiration? And is it an actual valid tool for this, or is it more of a burden than it's worth? That is what we're gonna find out. The first thing I have to decide, obviously, is what genre of music I want to do this in. And I figured, what's better than pulling from Daft Punk, who are basically robots anyway, and punk rock. I feel like a fusing of those two could be pretty cool. Now, I don't think the AI is going to have a lot of helpful insight for the actual music of the song, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to throw some questions at it and see what it does. Next thing to decide is what's the topic of the song. So I'm going to consult with my co-writer here, Chat GPT, for this one. What is a good topic for us to write a punk song about? Okay, so it gave me some good ideas here. The one that I think I'm going to go with is the importance of individuality and self-expression. What are some good topics for a punk song about the importance of individuality and self-expression? Yeah, none of those worked very well. Honestly, they all sound kind of silly to me. We're actually going to change, and we're going to do the frustrations of modern life as a topic. Okay, yeah, see, these are way better titles already. Feeling trapped in a world gone mad. I do actually really like that one. What are some lyrics for a punk song about the frustrations of modern life with the title Feeling Trapped in a World Gone Mad? Holy shit, it's actually going to write the whole thing, like verse and chorus. It's not just giving me some lyrics, it's giving me lyrics. They're not total dog's breakfast here. So I'm just going to keep them around, and we're going to work on the music first. Why not ask the AI if it has any ideas? Give me a punk rock guitar riff. I mean, I don't know if I need to give it the topic or not, but why not? I'm kind of blown away that it gave me actual guitar tab here. It's pretty useless. My job's still safe for now. I need to get some inspiration from Daft Punk and something else. So I think I might try to do some kind of vocoder thing that feels robotic and AI mixed with a very simple chord progression. Maybe some modern stuff like 4 Year Strong or something like that. The kicker is that I'm very inspired by modern punk rock stuff, so it's not going to be that simple. Often I'll start writing with an acoustic guitar. I just don't want to have to worry about the tone when I get started. And then once I have some kind of a riff or an idea, then I'll pull out the electric guitar. I use an Axe FX for my guitar tone, so I have a lot of saved tones that are my starting points. For a song like this, the first thing that I'm really looking for is the main riff. I think that might be the riff. That's the riff. When I'm writing rhythm and lead guitars, while they're different tones and different guitars, I don't think of them as exclusive, where I have to write the rhythm guitars and then I can move on to lead guitars. I go back and forth a lot. Sometimes the finding of that lead guitar has a fun process. So let's add a lead guitar on that shit. Now, if you've ever seen any of my other content or my podcast, you know that I'm not the biggest everything has to be authentic kind of a person. I am fully on board for editing and sound manipulation. Frankly, it's part of my creative outlet. So sometimes what happens is I do end up making guitar riffs that I can't play right off the bat, so I create them by either playing them slightly slower and then editing them into tempo, or creating them note by note. Often while I'm writing, I create it and then I'll be able to play it down the line when I actually record final guitars. My thought is, why should I derail my creative writing process to play something technically when I'm going to redo it anyway, and I'm never going to play it live anyway, so to me it's totally fine and it's part of my art. I need to program the drums to really get a feel for what's exactly happening. I hear what the drums bring to the guitar parts that can then be given to a drummer to actually kind of embellish a bit. For this song, that is my drummer friend Malcolm Cottle, and this demo gives him a feel of the track, what I'm going for. Is it halftime? Is it full time? Is it cymbals? Is it hats? Of course, he can change it from there, but at least it gives a starting point. All I'm thinking at the moment literally is just like 4 on the floor, because that's also what Daft Punk does a lot, is da 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 da. So screw it. We're going to go with that. I also, while I'm writing, do a lot of bass programming. This helps me really dial in the strumming patterns that I'm going to do with the actual guitars, and it's just perfectly in tune and in time right off the bat. Whether I plan on replacing the bass or not is irrelevant. I just like to have this while I'm writing. So I have a bit of a structure going, but it does not feel like a Daft Punk song yet. And I know that's going to come in the synths. I want to figure out where I'm going to incorporate the vocoder sound, how I'm going to incorporate that, because that doesn't fit with punk very much. I don't know what vocoder plugin I even have. I'm feeling trapped in a world. Okay, so we need different chords on that. That sounds sick! This already sounds way more Daft Punk. I want to ask the AI, what synth does Daft Punk use? Wow, it actually knows this. All right, I'm vastly impressed by that. We have to use one of these, or the closest thing I have. This is what Daft Punk would use, and this is what the AI has told us. So, Juno 106, a TB303, Korg MS-20, or a 909. I have an MS-20 filter. I do not own the MS-20 that they actually, Arturia does have. We have a Juno 106 and a TR-909. So, off to creating. Ooh, that's beautiful. I think we might need some more of these tracks, man. Now, I do have to say I'm not a synth player, but I do like to have fun, and I typically play it in to kind of get some kind of a rough idea of where the notes are, and then I draw it in with MIDI and program the rest of it. For this track in the Daft Punk theme, I am trying to be a little more synth heavy, so I'm trying some other stuff, but I typically add low bass synths and ambient synths to almost all my productions. That's kind of cool, man. Octave. I want an octave. I just want the sound. I just want it to stay the sound, not move. Nice. Okay, I think we got ourselves a bass sound. So Malcolm is working on the drums, and now it is my task to work on vocals. How much vocoder, how much real vocal, and what I'm going to do and how it's going to work. And reworking the lyrics that our AI generated for us. This will be interesting. So for vocals, I'm just using an SM7. It's going into a cloud lifter style thing that I made, and then it's going into my Apollo Twin, and in my Apollo Twin, I'm using the 1176 compressor on it. I will sometimes also add the Mag EQ4 to just give it about a bit of top end, and I track that right into Pro Tools. I just know this is the sound I want committed with this stuff. Honestly, the UAD plugins are insanely impressive. So for this project, I am recording the vocals kind of as I write them, going section by section, writing it, and then right away recording it, doubling it, tripling it, adding harmonies, all that kind of stuff. Now, the AI lyrics did need some help, but all of the lines are pulled from something the AI actually gave me. Now, I did go back and have to ask it more pointed questions to get lyrics for specific feels, but it worked out. With this project, it's a lot about first instincts. I don't have a lot of time to go back and change stuff later like I would normally, so the whole lyric writing with the AI and vocal recording took about 2 hours. I decided just to do the verse and the pre-chorus. I left the chorus with just the vocoder. That is the Daft Punk sound that I want very prevalent. Cheers to my my co-writer for actually writing some cool stuff. That was a lot of fun. So the next step from here is to get the drums back, re-record the guitars, edit everything, mix everything, and then make a little video for it. Now, I don't redo all of the guitars. I do demos in such a way that I can keep a bunch of it, especially lead stuff that I sometimes don't remember what I played. But rhythms I will mostly redo, where I dial in the tones and really match the rhythms and the new nuances that the final drums give me with. Now, like I said before, I do not shy away from editing, and I edit everything pretty heavily for myself and put it right to the grid. Then the mixing of the song, which is frankly a whole other breakdown video that I'm going to do, so let me know if you have any questions about that. And finally, the song is complete. Before we take a listen to it, a couple takeaways that I have from it, and a challenge to you if you're a producer as well. What I learned through this is AI is not coming to take our jobs and is not a great producer of music or songwriter. But but it was definitely a very great creative companion. No matter what answer it gives you, whether it's right or wrong or good or bad, it still helps you think outside the box, prompt you creatively. It's actually very helpful if you know what you can get out of it. You don't sit down and expect it to write you a full song, but if you use it to pull pieces from, it's absolutely worth using. This overall was a really fun challenge to do, and if you're a producer yourself, I'd love to see what you get out of this. What tricks and techniques do you use to get the most out of the AI? And my second takeaway is that Daft Punk is a heck of a lot more funky than I thought. Anyway, here's what happens when you put Daft Punk, AI, and punk rock together. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that and this new style of video. If you have any questions about the mix, I will be making a full mix breakdown video at some point. Let me know any questions you have. Also, if you're a mixer or producer, you can download the multi-tracks for this session down in the link below through my portfolio builder. It's free and the sessions keep changing every month with the different videos that I put out. And if you do this challenge yourself using AI to write something, absolutely let me know how it goes and share it with me. I'd love to see what you create. Until next time, always be creating.